so I missed the primer. It was just spray can primer. As you saw in that time lapse, I started laying down the Raptor. It's been drying for about an hour now, which is what they recommended between coats. So I'm gonna go ahead, mix up another bottle. If you're curious, if you get the 1 gallon kit, comes with hardener, measuring. You fill this up to 8 ounces, dump it in here, shake it up, attach it to the gun, and as you saw, or maybe, hopefully the time-lapse caught me cleaning the gun. I just used some rubbing alcohol. They recommend any acetone-based, paint thinner. So if you get it quick enough, it's super simple to clean, but it sprayed super nice. I had it at 40 PSI. If you go higher, it will get thinner. So the texture will be less. I did this, there, you can see I dripped some there when I tilted the bottle. Luckily that's on the inside. Yeah, I did this because it's going to cover up the weld splatter really nicely. But otherwise it's coming out super nice. So I have to do it one side at a time. So I'll let this dry and then flip it, and I'll do the front side. I'm trying to get everything I can, including those guys. You can see I kind of missed them last coat, but I'm gonna get those better this coat, and then when I do the front, I can throw a second coat on them. But did all the way down the sides. There you go. You can see where I kind of missed, where it was hard to get to because I would have had to tilt the bottle and it leaks. So yeah, we'll flip this up and, well, not flip it up. We're going to mix up another can and lay down a second coat. All right, so if we open the garage door, we can see I've got a light spot right there. In the corners, I covered that one pretty good. I can't tell, I think this is covered well, that's just a shadow, but the light definitely shows, so I'll hit that. Probably lay a little bit more down where the winch sits. And then see if I can get more in here. I pre-painted this, so I'm not too worried about it. I was able to get in there with a bunch of primer as well over the Rust-Oleum, but oh, these are taped, by the way, top and bottom. But we're gonna reload a can. We'll get this, and then I'm gonna flip it up and over, and it'll just rest on this tip, or the 2 end tips, and then just these bottom rungs, which it's a little tacky, but still, which should be pretty solid. I'll do it gently, and then we're gonna spray the front. All right, so had it drying for a bit now. I actually have to scuff it up a little bit before I throw this last coat on it. So you can see those didn't get screwed up from, well, they did from flipping it over, but it stuck to the cardboard and ripped it off. So I need to take some sandpaper to both of them and these ends, and I'll fix those up. I've got 1 bottle left, so I'm gonna do these front panels because they need a second coat. I'm going to do a thin coat on some of the stuff I picked off of here. When I sprayed it when it was the other way, it had some like hairs on it. You can actually hear them coming off right now. Huh, that works well. Anyway, So yeah, it smells terrible in here still. I've had the garage door open for a while. But yeah, so gonna finish that up tonight. Throw the mask back on, just get it done. I'm not gonna time lapse it or anything. It's gonna be super short. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of the bottle, but yeah, we'll regroup tomorrow morning, hopefully when this thing's dry. All right, so it's all finished up. Threw the LEDs in it, just a grommet and the LED circle. Still got to pull the tape off the top and bottom of these. That's what I'm going to do next. See, I did solder and shrink wrap these. So we should be good to go. Going to go ahead and remove the tape and get this installed. So, got it bolted on. Fitment was a bit tighter. Still got my gaps. As you can see. Still not perfectly even. Let's go to this side. It's close, but not perfect. I'm okay with it. I think it looks fucking awesome. All the bolts went in. I had to finagle some things. I was pretty close with the bottom bolts down here. So I had to get this one threaded, which required me lifting the bumper up. These guys down here were always kind of a pain, but they're in as well. Everything, it's snug. It'll do for now. I'll go through and tighten it up in a couple days once this is fully hardened. It's been a little over 24 hours. I wanted to get it on. I'm going to let it sit in the sun and harden some more. But yeah, I am beyond happy with how it came out. Everything's in, LEDs are plugged in. I will loom the LED wires, and I need to trim the fender liners still that hang down. I'm just kind of deciding on that. The last piece will be going in here, getting the condenser. I'm going to weld in two L brackets, 90-degree mounts from some three-quarter width steel I have. I think it's 3/4 by 1/8. And I'll just make an L, and we'll do that, and then we'll take... Gotta clean up the garage. This upper bracket right here, and I'm just going to move it down. And that will allow this to slide up. So hopefully this mounts in the same spot. I'm going to move it up as far as I can. And we will adjust these bottom brackets accordingly. These slide out, thankfully. So it's a U shape, so I'll be able to move it up. I'm hoping to keep these there for that loom. The loom clips into this. But that will be in the future when I take that back off. But for now, happy with it. Just need to get the plate on, that's it.